Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Gabriele. I hope you are all good today. I wanted to talk about Amarok's latest stream. The guy is still working on Deinosuchus AI, on artificial intelligence, on Pteranodon attack from the sky, on Deinosuchus lunge attack, and polishing the fish, elite fish like Coelacanthus, etc. He also played as a Coelacanthus. We will see it later in this streaming, in this cropped streaming actually. That's a Coelacanthus actually. He's going to eat it. Now, still work in progress because the jaws are not aligned with the fish actually. So, and the fish in itself is still very stiff in my opinion, but they're working on it. Now, this is how the Deinosuchus just lunged at its prey and then sinking the bite, so it could drag the body in water. Now, I want to know your opinion about this because I am unsure. I am pretty sure that the Deinosuchus will do some damage upon the lunge itself when hitting the prey. And then, will the Deinosuchus do any damage when dragging the body in water? Or not? It will be just once it releases it and it can basically bite the body. In my opinion, the Deinosuchus can do damage when hitting the target upon lunging itself, do damage when dragging the body in water, and finally do damage to release the prey and biting afterwards once the prey is in the body of water. This is what I think, at least. If you have a different opinion, please let me know in the comment section below. If you stay with me in this video, you will also see Deinosuchus AI reaction to a Pteranodon constant attacks. The Deinosuchus is gonna be pretty difficult to catch as a Pteranodon. This is my opinion basically. Now, that's the Coelacanthus next to the big crocodile. Coelacanthus is going to be an elite fish, and the movements for the Coelacanthus while moving or standing still in water, they are pretty good in my opinion. They are they look natural. Now, once we got to see it in water actually, when Amarok is going to play it, in my opinion, the Coelacanthus movements are a bit stiff, above all on the turns. It doesn't reflect the movement of the fins and of the fins in general. It's like it's turning as one thing. It should move more fluidly, in my opinion, when moving in water. But again, this is not a playable. This is just AI fish. It's not going to be very visible in water. Now, this is like Amarok going ashore with a Coelacanthus and showing the players how it's gonna look like. It's pretty stiff, the animation, when moving. But again, it is not a playable, it is not a necessary movement for the Isle at the moment. Developers have other priorities like the desync problem. Now, this is the Pteranodon catching Drios or hunting Drios. I am pretty sure that when you beak with the Pteranodon your prey from up the sky, you do inflict damage because it is a piercing attack and it must inflict bleeding. The Drio is hiding under a bush, I think a non-existent bush, and Amarok is chasing this Deinosuchus with the big mechanic, with a big attack. Big attack will inflict bleeding. I wonder how much, if it's going to be as much as a Uta that can inflict bleeding, or as much as I don't know, a bite from a stego, which is pretty much null or very little bleeding. I hope it's gonna be like a bleeding inflicted by a Uta raptor, same level, more or less, because I mean it's a big beak and it can inflict a big piercing damage and a big bleeding. This is just my opinion. Please let me know in the comment section below if you think differently. Also, they have been working on some mechanics on the flights, maybe still missing some flapping from the flight of the Pteranodon or some extra things. But again, before release, for update number 3 release, it's not compulsory that they implement all of these more realistic things. The most important thing, in my opinion, is that they fix, or they manage to fix roughly the desync problem, lag problem, and teleportation. It is a thing when the server gets full or when the server has a lot of bodies. With me, for example, if the server is old enough or has enough dead bodies in it, I keep crashing a lot of times. This is from my personal experience. If you have experienced differently, please let me know in the comment section below. I also delete the save data file from the Isle app data as Dondi asked, but I still keep crashing. Yes, less times, but I keep crashing. So before update number 3 could actually come out, that update number 3, I remember you, was scheduled for release for the end of January, the 31st of January, but because of this desync problem, they postponed it. I think that was a wise decision. That's a priority. You shouldn't die in a fight when you are not supposed to. I bet many of you has experienced unfair deaths because of lags. Now, in this stream, Amarok is testing the Deinosuchus AI as a Deinosuchus itself. It's basically taunting the Deinosuchus AI looks like it won't attack any Deinosuchus player because they are of the same species. It kinda makes sense. I mean, as a Deinosuchus, you should attack not your species. So this Deinosuchus artificial intelligence is behaving well. Now, what Amarok is trying to do in here, I think, is to make this Deinosuchus look alive, like a player, to emulate a player's behavior when close to another player. Amarok just bit this Deinosuchus, and this Deinosuchus is doing nothing to react. No, it's not biting back, it's not running away, as it should, as a player usually does, basically. And that was all for today. Amarok is trying to emulate Deinosuchus AI. Now it bit back, but then it stopped. Still work in progress to make them look like alive, more alive than they actually are at the moment. Now, if you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe my channel if you haven't done that yet. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again later, hopefully with update number 3 already released. Thank you again, and bye bye.